In terms of our strategy, we have taken a three-pronged approach, as the mayor has alluded to. One, focusing on our energy efficiency. So when you talk about energy efficiency, we are replacing old CFL light bulbs with energy efficient type of light bulbs in our buildings. We've used energy efficient lights. Our street lights were in a program we've already replaced above 4,000, and we are continuously rolling that out in terms of driving our own usage. Our traffic lights, we've also busy with the process of reducing that by replacing the current lights with the LEDs. Further to that, from an own build, the mayor's alluded to, we already commissioned in September 2021 a 300 kilowatt peak solar PV plant. Now we are busy rolling out the various amount of plants, including up to about 3 to 4 megawatt peaks of energy that these various solar plants will be doing. And we've got very great plans in terms of getting up to even 30 megawatt peak into our grid, together with the parallel with the battery storage. So that talks to the on build. We are also looking at the aspect of procuring energy from independent power producers. That's another strategy that we're looking into. So we are currently in the process of rolling that out, from moving away from our request for proposals, which we have done, into a space where we are now consolidating our request for tenders. So once that is concluded, we'll go out to the market to seek tenders up to roughly 30 to 40 megawatts of energy that can be either dispatchable or assist us with reducing the bulk cost. And lastly, we've also pioneered and piloted the wheeling strategy. And in there, we are actually trying to drive to say, let public and private sector come in and support us in terms of getting more energy into the grid.
I think Mr. Mandla also, did mention some of the projects that we have been doing in terms of improving that level of efficiency that's taking place. And one of those typical projects that we already implemented last year was to go and put UPSs at all of our traffic light intersections. So we executed that project fairly quickly, and we probably at about 60 intersections within George that are now all on UPS. And those UPS with the batteries that we have there are now able to operate for 4 hours at a time. So that has allowed us to have a seamless traffic flow, as opposed to some of the difficulties that other towns and cities will be experiencing where they haven't put this in place. So this is already a major benefit to our consumers, to our citizens, where they can move around and you don't have the traffic congestion and the waiting that one has at those traffic lights. So that's a typical example. And he also mentioned the work that we are doing at our various installations and infrastructure. So in other words, at our water treatment works and at waste treatment works, we have now gone to, we are busy executing the installation of solar PV plants there. So that, in other words, what we can then operate them off solar, and we want to implement the battery there so that you are able to deal with that throughout the whole day. And then we are well in progress already on a 10 megawatt PV solar plant that we are putting in on our land, and to implement that. So this is what our plans are in the next year or two, as one moves through, that we can progressively then get off stage 1, and then stage 2 up to stage 4, probably by the end of 2025. So, it's a step-by-step progress that we're doing over this period of time.